Everybody for coming. We are delighted to honor our Tulare County Sheriff's Deputy tonight. Brandon, would you come up?
Thank you.
All right. And like I told you when we started, I have a cheat sheet on you. I was thinking, okay, I've got to ask this dude questions. All right. So at the moment, you're doing a lot of training of people going on patrol, or what?
Yes, I am right now assigned to a headquarters as an FTO. So I train the new deputies that come on to the streets from the academy or from laterals that come to the sheriff's office.
And boy, your service is all over the map. You can train them well.
Thank you.
Look at this. Okay, so the earliest thing I see on here is in 2007 you were hired by Tulare County Sheriff's, right?
That's correct,
Something
yes.
like that? Okay.
Yes.
But then 4 years later, you got some kind of award, 2011 from the Knights of Columbus?
I did. I was surprisingly awarded with the Officer of the Year for Exeter and Farmersville Knights of Columbus in 2011.
Wow, what happened that year that made them notice you in particular?
I was very surprised. I think it's just my hard work, but nothing stands out in my mind. I was honored to receive that for sure, just like I am honored tonight. But yes.
All right, I'm Catholic, so I know this Knights of Columbus. I thought, oh my goodness, you rescue a Catholic? What did you do? Okay, let's see. And then we've got in 2012, just a year after that, something happened on the Tule River Indian Reservation, and you were helping with that. What was that?
Yes, so I was assigned to the SWAT team, the STEP team at the time as part of the SWAT team.
Oh.
And we were actually conducting an investigation into a casino for illegal drug sales. Unfortunately, during that time, another incident occurred on the reservation. A pretty sad incident occurred where a gentleman took several lives and then took his 2 children captive and went down the mountainside. So we were pulled from our detail to help look for the kids, look for the individual. And I was part of the SWAT team, and we ended up getting into a pursuit with a gentleman, and ultimately we ended up saving one of the children. So.
One of the children?
Yes.
Okay, all right, then moving right along, let's see. Looks like in 2015, something else happened that stood out. There was a fire.
Yes.
We've had a few, right? Okay, and this was something to do with people looting residences where people had to evacuate. There was nobody home.
Correct, yes. So I was asked to assist in evacuations, and part of that assisting was also checking on residences that had been evacuated.
Yeah.
And a partner and I, he's no longer with the agency, he works for Fresno now, Joel Sanchez. We came across a residence that was being looted, as a matter of fact, and we caught 2 individuals inside the residence and took them into custody.
Wow. Okay, goodness gracious, okay. And so you're training, when you train people for patrol, do you tell them all of this that might happen?
Oh, no, I don't want to scare them.
What happens in their careers? I didn't tell.
Yeah, I tell them, obviously, I try to keep them safe. I try to keep them up to date on the newest techniques to keep them safe and for safety reasons. But yeah, there's a lot to train somebody, but I do my best.
And lake patrol, you were involved in lake patrol?
Oh, every year.
Every year?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
are you out here on Lake Cahuilla?
I am. I sign up for lake patrol in the summer times. I enjoy it up here. It's very nice and relaxing. That's part of my time up here. I sneak up and find dinner.
Oh, that's so good. Well, we'll enjoy looking out for you then on the lake. And they've got you on fire prevention. Are you training on that, or what are you doing there?
I think that was just part of the my assisting in evacuations with fire. Yes.
Wow. Well, we couldn't live up here safely. We couldn't relax if it wasn't for you guys.
Thank you.
We depend on our first responders, and we knew that when we moved up here. So I came up in 2006. He had to work another year. He didn't have to, but he decided he was going to work one more year.
She tells the story every year.
So 2007, he came up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the year we started doing Hero Zones, because I was telling Peter, man, some people don't understand what it means to be in service, but you guys do. And that's who we wanted to honor and thank.
Thank you.
We don't have lives without that. We'd be out there defending our property with a gun and a hose if there was a fire. We'd be doing everything ourselves, and not very well. But you free us up. You make us feel safe, and we just love you. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, does anybody have any stories they want to tell on this guy before we let him sit down? Yes?
Should I stay up here? Or?
Yes, stay in that box, we want to see you.
My name is Harmon Gill. I work for the Sheriff's Office. I've known Brandon for about 8-9 months. He's been with the Sheriff's Office for a lot of years. That's not going to years. He is very humble, very knowledgeable. He's done a lot of different assignments, such as STEP team, which is commonly known as a SWAT team. He's worked as a detective, and he's got a lot of experience under his belt. And as far as training, he was my first training officer, and my favorite, of course.
Of course.
He never loses his cool. He's very, very calm. Every call that we went to, he was there, right next to you. And if I can depend on someone on patrol, that's Brandon.
Thank you.
All right.
You can just start. You can have a speech with me.
Come on. Hi.
So, Leah, I think you took my whole entire speech that I was. But I'm Sergeant Stark for you, those of you who don't know me. I haven't actually worked directly over top of Brandon, but I can tell you guys this: that I know how knowledgeable he is and what an asset he is to the Three Rivers community and the Sheriff's Department, and actually all of Tulare County. The one thing that I will say about him, he always has a smile on his face, whether he's teaching new guys or dealing with the public, or just, he always has a smile, and it's great to work with him.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, everyone. Lieutenant Price. I am very fortunate that Brandon is at my substation. If I could have 15 more like him, it would be beautiful. So just super quick, anytime I need anything, Brandon is usually the first person that comes to mind when I need to have something accomplished, but not just accomplished, that I need it done accurately, correctly, quickly, and appropriately. And a lot of times we take a lot of stats, and there's a lot of things that we have to keep track of. Well, recently those kind of got out of whack, and we had 325 things that we needed to take care of by the weekend, and this was Friday at noon. And I said, the only person that I trust is poor Brandon, and I apologize to the family because that was the first thing I said. I'll pay you, please. I need this taken care of. And by Sunday at noon, he had it completed and expertly done. We couldn't have done it without you. And I honestly, when I say that I'm very fortunate to have the substation that you were there, it's not just words. I really, truly admire you. I appreciate you. We've worked a super long time together, and I'm just proud of you. Thank you. Thank you.
And we see our current deputy back there. You made it, thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a little warm, isn't it?
yes, it is. You don't have any stories to tell on this poor guy? All right, sounds like you're free, just a second. Okay, so every year we have a different artist will make something special for the honorees. And it'll be whatever their medium is that they work in. So it's been ceramic, it's been, you name it. This guy paints, so you have a painting. And let's see if you can recognize when I get it unwrapped.
Yeah, it's a very unusual vehicle.
I was trying so hard not to scratch it and get it here, but I wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it. This is something else that would be part of your gift. But here it comes.
I love it.
See if you can recognize that spot on the road.
Very nice.
Show them. He could tell us exactly where that was.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so this is David Ramirez. Yeah, and he does different kinds of art, but one of the things he does is painting. He likes to make really big ones. So this was a small one that he did
I like
just
it.
for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And then, let's see, wait. Oh, okay, but you're gonna sit down.
No.
Okay, Board of Supervisors, they give you a certificate as the Three Rivers honoree. Okay. Here we go.
Thank you very
And
much.
last but not least, when we first started this, my husband and I were running a bed and breakfast. So we would give a gift certificate to that every year. But then we retired and was like, uh-oh, what do we do now? And we asked the Gateway, and ever since we asked them, they've been giving the gift certificate every year. So what they have is a $50 gift certificate, so you can go eat at the Gateway,
Thank
enjoy
you.
yourselves.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Very nice.
Susan McIntyre.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate you.
Any questions,
Can I get a
stories?
picture with you two with him?
Can we get Brandon's speech?
Sure.
You sure you want us in the picture?
Yes, I do.
If you
There
hear
We
a
said
crack
you
at
should
the
be in the
lens.
picture.
Smile. All right, thank you.
Okay. Oh, one thing before you go. You guys, who's in charge of the Explorers now? Are they still doing all of these
Youth services,
sports every weekend?
Yeah, football starts tomorrow.
Okay, because for a while, we would have teams of Explorers come up and they'd help with the bathtub race.
yeah.
They had never won, but there were usually enough to have 2 teams, and they were hilarious, and they had a good time.
They were the ones actually having the most fun.
What's the date on your bathtub race?
The
It's the
last Saturday in
29th.
March.
Oh,
So it's
Yeah.
March
yeah, we have
29th.
football.
They'll be doing sports, okay? But if you can think of anybody who would have fun doing this, we give you all the materials. It's like branches and duct tape and string and scissors and balloons you have to blow up. You gotta make this thing float somehow, right? And plastic jugs, which have air in them. The balloons will have air if you blow them up. And things like this. And you make that thing float. Oh, and rags, yeah. And you have to make something like a paddle or a pole, a long pole if you can find a branch long enough to get you through. And when you get to the finish line out in the middle of the lake, you have to cut your balloons off. We've assigned some balloons to you. And you take them back, just like that. Don't pop them, just take them back. And on the way back, the shore part of your team pulls you in. The first year we did this, the firefighters, the Three Rivers volunteer firefighters were ahead of everybody. And when they got to the end, they all got in the water. The 3 people on the shore got in the water, put the rope like this, and they yanked the tub in, and it fell apart. So they lost. They were way ahead, and they ended up losing. And it was like, so you can't overdo it. These are pretty fragile. I mean, you think you've put them together well, but when they hit the water, that's the test. Was there enough duct tape? Did you use the rags? Did you use the string? And if you lose a piece of your boat, you have to go get it. You can't keep racing. You have to go get those pieces because we don't want to be cleaning up Lake Kauai when we're done. So it's pretty great. We've had all kinds of people win. So if you know anybody who'd be interested in playing out on the lake on that last Saturday, we'd love to have you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything you want to add?
I did write something.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
good.
So I'd like to first start by saying I'm very honored to receive this nomination tonight for Heroes Month. I was really unexpected and surprised. Thank you, Enterprise. Three Rivers has always been a favorite location for me. I've always loved the town. Not only do you have beautiful views, great water holes, and you have Lake Kauai, but the people that are up here, they're very humble, they're very welcoming, and I've always enjoyed that. I like coming up here and visiting my own time, and anytime I have the opportunity to work up here, I come up here, so I appreciate you guys for that. Thank you. I'd like to thank my family. Alex, my son's here, my fiance Kate's here. My daughter couldn't make it. She's in Arizona. She flew out to Arizona last night on prior engagements, so she couldn't be here. But I want to thank my family. They've been here with me through all the ups and downs, the celebration of the good times, and then always been able to lean on you guys during the hard times too. So I appreciate you guys a lot for that, so thank you. My current team, only one member is here. Gil, thank you for showing up. The rest of my team couldn't make it, but I'm surrounded by a lot of great and just responsible and professional people. I added it up on my way over here. We have over 50 years experience just on my little patrol team, which in this day and age on patrol, it's saying something. It's a lot of years experience. I'd like to thank my sergeant who's not here, Sergeant Bonilla. I'd like to thank Gil, thank you. Our newest deputy on team, Deputy Ayala, and then Luke Hamilton. So all those guys, we all work together really greatly. We do a professional job, and I couldn't be where I'm at here without them, so thank you. Also, I'd like to thank Lieutenant Price for showing up and for nominating me. I've worked with her for a long time. When I first started patrol, we were patrol deputies. She was an FTO. She wasn't my FTO.
I was your
I mean,
FTO.
for maybe a day, yes.
It still counts. It still counts you, so.
We ended up going to the narcotic unit and worked there side by side, so to speak, for a little while. And then we went our separate ways, but I've always enjoyed working with you. And I appreciate you, and I'm honored that you selected me for this. Thank you. And Sergeant Stark, thank you for being here. I've also enjoyed working with you the times I have. Thank you.